Right, this is just mental. Right, like it truly is just mental. This is insane. The series Willow, the sequel that no one really asked for, hit $17 million per episode. Madness. Absolute madness. For what reason? Where was the money? What? What are you doing? Mental, like actually mental. No wonder they tried to wipe it clean to get some form of tax back. Madness, actual madness. The insanity of Disney continues. Again, I don't personally care. I've got no skin in the game when it comes to this. But when it comes to the likes of theatrical releases and the theatre chains going under, which I don't want, I like the theatre. I like the cinema. I'm a staunch defender of the cinema, the theatre. I like it a lot. Disney is part to play in that because they keep spaffing money up the wall on this. So it annoys me. But it's also just insane. Like, this is insane. Actually insane. You know, you got to remember, Willow wasn't a hit. Right? Like, it wasn't a smash hit. Become a cult classic. But it wasn't a smash hit at the time. It wasn't this big, mega blockbuster. So, them doing a sequel TV series to it was weird. It was even weirder when we learned it's not actually about the character, Willow. It's more so about some weird identity politics crap. Even weirder when you then learn they spent $17 million an episode on it. And I just keep thinking it must be money laundering. How could it not be? How could it not be money laundering at this point? Let's take a look, shall we? It's just mental. It's mental. It's madness. So Disney's deleted series Willow, and it was deleted, right? It was wiped from the platform. Completely wiped from the platform. Was revealed to have a budget of $17 million per episode, according to a recent Forbes report by Caroline Reed. And the author cites filings from the Barking Lion production studio, which is a subsidiary of Disney, in order to back up its claims. Being more economical than its neighbours at Marvel and Star Wars, the total cost for Willow came to $136.3 million. Still not great though, is it? When it's $17 million an episode. Oh, it's just insane. Look at it. $17 million and it looked like that. Well done. The money's just dripping off the screen here. The show only aired for one season before Disney pulled the plug in 2023. Along with several other series on Disney+, filings from the studio indicate that the second season was actually in production, but it was abandoned. That, I think, is actually the most comical part of this, is that they had actually begun production on a second season. Mad. Absolute mad. So these cancellations didn't slip quietly into the night, however, as Tony Gilroy alleged that Disney appeared to have lost faith in streaming. Simultaneously, former Willow actors have publicly shared their candid opinions regarding the company's actions. Fair enough. You did make something garbage, though. So in September of this year, The Hollywood Reporter released an interview with Ruby Cruz, who portrayed Kit in the series. And during their conversation, the actress was prompted to give her thoughts on Disney ending the niche fantasy saga prematurely. Not really prematurely, though, is it? Willow existed in its own little bubble of time and space, and it reached the people it needed to reach. That's a very diplomatic way of saying it's garbage and no one watched it. Of course, I also feel conflicted about it. It breaks my heart that people can't watch it anymore, and I support people in wanting answers. That's fair enough, but Disney needed to recoup some money because they chose to spaff it up the wall on trash. The article states that Cruz was upset at the time, but that she's now grateful for the character's public impact. What public impact are we talking about? Warwick Davis, has been much less restrained. He doesn't care. Who cares? You know, he said this image just came up as a photo memory. Behind the scenes shot from the Willow series. It's a travesty that Disney Plus value shareholders over subscribers in their creative decision making. Just saying. Well, that's not strictly true, is it? I mean, they spent 17 million an episode on it, mate. They clearly thought someone was going to watch it. They didn't spend 17 million an episode for the shareholders to lose money, did they? I only ever saw each episode once. Alright, pipe down, mate. But yeah, I mean, it's annoyed. I'd see it as annoying from his perspective, but still garbage. So this is all about money, obviously. So Forbes states that the massive influx of viewers seen during the 2020 lockdowns pushed Disney to commission an excess of shows. Allegedly, numerous streaming companies actually followed suit in order to remain competitive. By the time these shows had actually got on air, the public restrictions were already being lifted. And as the argument goes, this led to a decline in overall viewership and streamer subscriptions. Yeah, no shit. People are like, oh, I can go outside in the real world. Yeah, sod looking at my TV all day. Due to decreased revenue and a massive cost of these various productions, Disney's direct-to-consumer division has seen losses of up to $10 billion. Shows like Willow could only draw in a small amount of cash to make up for that. The writer points out that countries within the United Kingdom, particularly Wales, offer tax credits to companies. It's up to 25.5% now. Wouldn't have been back then. It's mad. So it actually costs 170 million, but because of the tax breaks, they nearly got. I mean, that's a lot of money they got off. That's madness. 33.7 million dollars off. That's my tax. Spaffing up the wall on this bollocks. So annoying. So because they removed it from the platform, Disney's able to claim a loss on the balance sheet. They just be like, it's a loss. Never mind. Which obviously they don't have to pay tax on then, even though they got some of my money. How does that make sense? What? Anyway, that's why they wrote it off. It's so funny. 17 million an episode. Are you mad? Are you insane? Must be mad. Literally mad. Anyway. So dumb. Thoughts down below.